Okay, so after making a 15-minute video answering the rest of the questions, I realized nobody actually wants to hear me talking for 15 minutes, so I'm going to try to condense it a little bit. Okay, first question. Favorite crash scene / why you ship them. Favorite crash scene, voices Carrie, after Craig has the freak out at Ashley's wedding, and then he's on the payphone, and Ashley's at the wedding, and they're both crying simultaneously, and it's so beautiful and emotional, and I love it, and yeah, I just basically love that entire episode, but that scene is perfect. Why I ship them. He has physical chemistry with her, he has emotional, musical, all of that, with Ashley. With Manny, he has physical. With Ellie, he has emotional and musical. Ashley, he has it all. That's basically the quickest way to put it. I could go into details about this forever. You know, the whole he wouldn't want to change her if you really loved Kate, he wouldn't want to change her, which Craig says to Ashley in Dressed in Black, and that's why whenever I first really started shipping them, because it was, it's like, oh, ooh, that's true. Why does Jimmy want to change Ashley? But Craig didn't. Craig was into her for who she was, and in my mind, they get a happily ever after because Degrassi goes Hollywood, except for the cute Janie moments, or not really cute, but kind of angsty Janie moments. The rest of it didn't happen. Okay. Somewhere you want to visit? New York. I want to visit all over, but New York primarily. It's big, it's vast, it's crowded, it's everything that where I grew up is not, and I hate where I grew up, so I want to get away from that. So New York, and I plan on moving there after I graduate from college. Favorite book you've read so far? Perks of Being a Wallflower. It's amazing. Stephen Chbosky is incredible. I really hope he does write another book, like he says he's going to, even though he said it has nothing to do with Perks. He's such a talented writer. I'd read anything by him, just like with J.K. Rowling. She could write anything, and I'd read it. I've read everything by her so far, so plan on continuing that. Okay, favorite HP characters and why? My first is Hermione, because from the time I first read the books when I was really young, I could relate to her. She was the nerdy bookworm, and that's exactly what I was. She made me realize, there's nothing wrong with liking books. Because I was always kind of made fun of, not really made fun of, misunderstood. Because I enjoyed reading and no one else did. Or not a lot of people did. So, with Hermione, I felt like I found an ally. She understood what I was going through. She understood what it was to just love learning and love to just open a book and delve in and everything. Then, I love Harry. You can't read the series and not love him, or if you don't love him, I'm sorry, because he's the namesake of the entire series, so he's kind of important. Then the next one I'm going to talk about is Draco. I love him a lot, not just because Tom Felton's really hot, but I was always intrigued by him growing up, even though, he was the bully. There was something else about him, at first he was a very one-dimensional character, but there was still something about him that I liked. I don't know, I've always been kind of, oh, bad boy, yeah. Not in real life, though. In real life, they kind of suck. But in literature, movies, whatever, they're really awesome. So I really liked that he was the bad boy. And then in Half-Blood Prince, you see way more to his character. He suddenly has so much more depth, and you realize that this is stuff he's been brainwashed, basically. He's been told all this stuff while he's been growing up about what to believe and what's right and what's wrong, and he's kind of, you can almost see him just questioning all of it, just realizing that, maybe this isn't right, but I'm too far in now. I can't get out unless I want to get killed and want my family to get killed. And, I mean, that's not what he wanted. He wanted his family safe, so he was going to do whatever he could to protect them, which I think is something that a lot of people can relate to, maybe not on such a big scale as life or death, but family, it boils down to, family is hopefully always going to be there for you. And he had to choose family because that's all he's ever actually known. Then for Degrassi, Claire, again, she's smart. I was always, in gifted classes growing up. And then she was raised in a highly Christian household, and I live in the buckle of the Bible Belt, so I think that I can kind of understand growing up in a pretty religious household and being taught from a young age that divorce is wrong. But then even though you've been taught that, suddenly your parents do get divorced. That happened to me. I mean, and it was right. It was maybe just a couple months before it happened on Degrassi. And I felt like I was watching, Claire having a crisis of faith. I was like, well, that's kind of what I'm having, Everything I've ever been told is suddenly void. I mean, what else have I been told growing up that maybe isn't actually true? Then I love Adam. He's chill. He just wants to start seeing Bo and Becky. I mean, who doesn't want that? And then, there's a lot of other characters I love. I mean, come on, it's Degrassi. There's a ton of them, but Adam and Claire are by far my favorites. Favorite Star Kid production? I'm going to go with Starship, because I love Joey Richter a lot. And I really love Kick It Up a Notch. And Dylan Saunders' voice makes me really happy. And Taz, I love Taz. And, okay, it's a perfect production. It makes me laugh, it makes me cry, it makes me sing along, and it's my favorite. I don't really know why, I really like it a lot. Okay, and that's a lot better than 15 minutes, 8 minutes. So I cut it about in half. Okay, so I don't really know how to end this, so I guess I'm just gonna say bye.